Today, I want to take a closer look at OpenAI's DALL-E 3 and compare it to Midjourney. I have over 20 prompts in today's episode that we'll be able to compare how DALL-E 3 kind of interprets what I give it compared to Midjourney. I want to say DALL-E 3 is definitely pretty crazy for some use cases, and then Midjourney also has some pros for other use cases. So let's take a closer look in today's episode. So for those that are not familiar, DALL-E 3, you're able to use it for free at the moment if you go to Bing Image Creator. So that's where I'm going to be pulling out a lot of the images from. I know there might be some users who might already have gotten access of DALL-E 3 with their ChatGPT Plus subscription. Unfortunately, I do not have that at the moment, so we will be using just the Bing Image Creator comparison. And then later on, once I get access, I'll probably redo this episode to see if there's any changes between Bing AI Creator and obviously OpenAI's DALL-E 3 version. All right, so let's just jump right into it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so for the first prompt, I wanted to keep it simple, and I'm going to showcase the prompts. Some of them are super simple, 3-word prompts, while others are going to be extremely long, and I wanted to see which one reacts better and which one understands me better. So like I mentioned, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I put my first prompt as Ahsoka Star Wars. So Ahsoka is a main character. If you are not familiar with Ahsoka, this is an image of Ahsoka in the cartoon show, right? So we can see from Microsoft's DALL-E 3 Bing creator, image creator, this does look like Ahsoka. So I'm pretty excited by these results. We can see some pretty cool images right here. Now, if we jump to Midjourney, unfortunately, the versions of Ahsoka are not the real Ahsoka that I know, right? But what we can see is definitely has some art style with that mimics Ahsoka style. We can see kind of similar features to some extent. So obviously, if you want more of a literal term and a literal image, it does seem like Image Bing Creator DALL-E 3 is the winner there. Obviously, here Midjourney can give us some amazing images. Right off the bat, I do believe the quality or the kind of artistic style from DALL-E is a lot better here from Midjourney. Here in DALL-E, it's very simple, right? 1 or 2 poses, very simple poses. But if we take a closer look again at Midjourney, we can see variety of poses and a lot of energy happening in the background. Now, for my second prompt, I wanted to go a little bit better. Again, something simple, GPU, a graphics card. And I want to say these look pretty similar to a GPU, even though it might not be installed correctly. I do believe DALL-E 3 gave me a lot of great images. Actually, all 4 images did give me a really good representation of a GPU. Now, if we take a closer look at Midjourney is a little bit different, right? They decided to put these GPUs in a background of some sort, nothing related to the PC. So a lot of artistic happening here. I'm using version 5.2 on Midjourney, and the third image has nothing to do with the GPU. So again, we can see that DALL-E 3 is giving me the results I wanted. Midjourney is giving me more of a creative version to some extent. Now I wanted to do something even crazier, right? I already looked at Ahsoka, I looked at a GPU. Now I wanted to look at Ahsoka from Star Wars as pretty much a GPU. And here we can see her face being implemented in kind of these techs and in kind of this technology products. I think this one is pretty insane. And the other one before that is also pretty cool, where we can see more of a GPU, a kind of a product or a tech product incorporating Ahsoka's image. Unfortunately, when we take a closer look at Midjourney, it just gives me more pictures of what they think Ahsoka looks like. And again, there's no portions of the GPU here. So I do believe at the moment, DALL-E 3 is winning when it comes to understanding what I want. Midjourney is winning when I want to get some form of imagination. Now, my next prompt was the Hulk driving a car. And here the Hulk, a lot of kind of cartoonish image. Another thing that I did notice here is the Hulk is happy in all of them, which is not a normal trait for the Hulk, right? The Hulk is always angry, but it did understand the assignment. The assignment was correct here on DALL-E 3. If we take a closer look at Midjourney, I do believe they understood the assignment as well. In all the images, we do see the Hulk driving a car. What I do see here is the Hulk is more of its normal state of being angry. I don't know if DALL-E has a feature right now of being happy or being more nice to some extent compared to Midjourney. Let's take a closer look at the next prompt I have. So kind of continuing here, I wanted to do more of like a Hulk themed PC. These are pretty cool. I want to say these actually look real. I mean, this looks like a pretty cool image of a PC with a Hulk inside of it. So I don't know if it actually understood the assignment here, right? I want to say it kind of incorporated the Hulk into the PC, but it's not really a Hulk themed PC. Now, if we take a closer look at Midjourney, I do believe Midjourney understood the assignment a little bit better. We can see these are PCs with the theme of the Hulk. We can see the green all around them. I do believe Midjourney understood this collaboration a little bit better than DALL-E. Now, for the next prompt, I wanted to go a little bit more in depth or something, a more prompt. So a sleek spaceship gliding past a purple nebula with swirling glass clouds and newborn stars illuminating the dark expanse. So I want to say this is pretty insane. Look at these images. I do believe DALL-E got the picture pretty good. We can see a sleek spaceship kind of gliding past the purple nebula with swirling glass clouds all over and newborn stars. So I do believe DALL-E got the excitement, and these are pretty amazing images. Now, if we take a closer look at Midjourney, I do want to say Midjourney understood the picture, but I feel like I'm getting some pretty cool pictures, right? I'm getting the purpleness, I'm getting the images, but I don't believe I'm always getting the right assignment. If we take a closer look at DALL-E, all of them have these purple swirls or purple nebulas, right? The swirling gas clouds that I asked for. If we take a closer look at Midjourney, I'm not getting that swirling glass clouds in all of them. So again, we are seeing that DALL-E is beating Midjourney in forms of understanding the project. Next, we have a panda wearing a suit about to dunk a basketball. Again, here, DALL-E is understanding the excitement. In all of them, we can see the panda wearing a suit and creating or doing some form of dunk-based action or pose. Now, if we take a closer look at Midjourney, I want to say Midjourney gave me some pretty cool images, right? It understands Panda, the suit, and the basketball, but not all of them are giving me a dunk pose, right? Maybe the first one is, maybe the last one is, but the other two are not giving me that dunk pose that I asked for, where here all four of them are being a dunk pose one way or another. So again, DALL-E is definitely showcasing the strength of being able to understand the assignment. The next thing I wanted to say is a young man wearing a blue shirt and a purple pants with sunglasses. Again, we can see DALL-E, all four images have a blue shirt and purple pants and sunglasses. So it really did understand the assignment. Maybe the creativity behind there is not that great, but because it understands the assignment, maybe I have to explain it a little bit better. If we take a closer look at Midjourney, Midjourney has understood the assignment to some, actually it didn't, right? We have the young man, we have the sunglasses in all the images, but I don't have a blue shirt in every image. And I do have purple pants though, different shades of purple in each image, but it did not understand the blue shirt concept. It just gave me pretty much purple all around. So we definitely see some changes happening there. Now I decided to ask DALL-E a question. What is the capital of the United States? It gave me a response in an image via images of the White House or the capital of the USA. This is not the White House. This is the Capitol building here in Washington, D.C. So pretty good. It understood the question. Can Midjourney understand as well? I do believe Midjourney can, right? It did give me the capital of the United States. It gave me the Capitol building as well. Again, more artistic and different views. I do have kind of variety mode on, but overall, we can see that it understood the assignment. Next prompt, I have kind of a schematic of Star Wars XWing. Again, I mentioned I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and for those that are not familiar, this is exactly what the XWing looks like, and it's giving me a great schematic here. Unfortunately, Midjourney is not able to understand what the XWing is, so it gave me its variation of it. So again, if I'm looking for creativity, I think Midjourney has it beat. If I want the actual image of what I'm requesting, DALL-E has Midjourney beat at the moment, because not this is not the X-Wing. I don't know what this is. This is not the X-Wing. I don't know what this is. This is the closest representation that Midjourney gave me of the X-Wing, but it did not give me a schematic. If we take a closer look at DALL-E, all images, I believe, are in a schematic base. So again, DALL-E is really good at understanding. Next, I wanted to do a little bit more of a bigger prompt. A high-speed yellow sports car racing down a city highway at night with skyscrapers and neon billboards in the background, more of photorealistic. And that's what we're seeing in all these images, right? We're seeing the fast car, we're seeing the skyscrapers, we're seeing the neon lights, we're seeing the billboards as well. So all these images, in my opinion, are crazy. If we take a closer look at Midjourney, here's where Midjourney shines. I'm seeing it as well. What I don't see in Midjourney, though, is even though the image quality is crazy, look at these cars, especially number one, it's not giving me the billboard. So again, it's giving me that artistic art that I'm looking for, but it's not giving me the exact feature, where here I do see billboards in every single prompt, a billboard and those neon lights in every single prompt. So I am enjoying DALL-E a little bit more, if I may be honest. Next, I want to ask the AI another question. What has two wheels and moves? Here we can see, again, what I'm getting from DALL-E 3, though, is more of a happy feeling, right? More happiness, more excitement, more cartoonish sometimes. And overall, we have a bike here. Now, if we ask Midjourney the same question, it understood as well, but it gave it to me more artistic. And sometimes it messes up, right? The first image, I don't think that's a bike, but every other one is a bike. And we can see the artistic style of Midjourney, which I think is insane. Next, I wanted to take a closer look at a silver train traveling through a stormy landscape with passengers looking out at the dark clouds and torrential rain. So overall, in all these images, I have my silver train, I have my stormy cloud, I have my passengers looking out the window. In all of them, right, we have passengers looking out the window and looking at those clouds, right? So we are seeing that DALL-E understands the excitement really well. If we take a closer look at Midjourney, I'm only getting half of the results, right? I'm not getting passengers are not in all of them looking out the window. They might be outside. But outside of that, we are getting the strongness of Midjourney's kind of artistic style. We have a few more, guys, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. Here we put a blue moon rising over a tranquil lake, casting yellow reflection on the water, surrounded by silhouettes of weeping willows. So here, I think these are amazing, right? Great images all around. We see the yellow moon, the reflection, the weeping willows. So it definitely did understand the excitement. If we take a closer look at Midjourney, Midjourney also understood this excitement. And again, we start to see that extreme artistic style from Midjourney. Next, what do we have? Next, we have another big prompt, a cyberpunk cowboy in the style of colorful fantasy realism, post-apocalyptic landscape, cartel core, bold graphics, illustration, nostalgia core, intense emotion, low angle. So really prompt engineering here. Overall, it looks pretty interesting, right? I don't know if I really like it here. I definitely see the kind of push of this kind of bold graphic illustration and intense emotions, but I do want to say nothing beats Midjourney when it comes to artistic style. I think over here, all of these are insane. And I do believe in here, I am getting the low angle in all the images. So Midjourney does understand kind of the camera angles, which is very, very important. Next, I wanted to take a closer look at another image style, a dark forest with a luminescent undead horse in the style of a detailed character design. Realistic hyper detail, fiery orange and purple manticore, realistic animal portraits. So here, I mean, all of them seem pretty cool. We do see kind of that undead horse and the colors that I want, that fiery orange and that purple. So here it's looking pretty interesting. But I do want to say, in forms of realism and photorealistic, I think Midjourney has it beat. All these images here from Midjourney are, in my opinion, A plus plus. So again, when it comes to imagination, I think Midjourney and forms of realistic, Midjourney definitely has it beat. DALL-E has it beat when it comes to understanding the project. Here we have a downtown intersection with a bustling traffic in a Pixar style animated version. So we can see, right, this is definitely a cartoonish style. I don't know if I would necessarily call it a Pixar style, but if we take a closer look at Midjourney, it kind of resembles similar things. So maybe I just don't understand what Pixar style really is, but it is animated. So overall, I do believe both understood the excitement here. Next, I have a image, a kitten, Pixar style animated. So I do believe an image like this is something that I would see in a Pixar style movie. Same here, and definitely same here. Now, if we take a closer look at Midjourney, I want to say Midjourney understood the assignment as well. Again, it gives me a little bit more emotions. In this one, we have more of a scared kitten, opposed to, I want to say DALL-E, where it's more of a curious and more kind of a cute face. I do believe DALL-E tries to give me more cute than anything. Next, I do have one that I thought was pretty interesting. A robot with half the body made from old technology and the other half made from new technology. And these are pretty cool, right? We can see here are the dials. I'm guessing the dials are the old technology. Here's a more sleek design is the new body. So in all the images, it only gave me one robot, and it did cut that robot in half, giving me different styles of kind of technology. Unfortunately, here is something Midjourney does not understand. Midjourney gave me something completely crazy where it did not understand the assignment. So here, Midjourney definitely gets an F. So those are all the prompts I believe I have, and I hope it helps you understand what are some of the pros from DALL-E 3 and what are some of the pros from Midjourney. Obviously, one of the biggest things from DALL-E that I didn't kind of talk about here is the text generation, but that's what I discussed in the previous video, where DALL-E 3 is great at generating text and creating more of comic book styles, where here I wanted to just showcase the overall art for both. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take care, have a good day, and see you next time.